It's been here now for 10 years. I think the desire was to have it initially very visible to the public, and having it right in the front of the museum was good, except the temperature and vibrational problems having it in this location overall, over a long period of time, are not good for any kind of fossil.
Just one of the most valuable specimens for the museum that we have. It was found in 1866. It's been displayed on and off since that time. It's become a treasure for not the museum, but I think Albany in general, and especially Cohoes. It doesn't look like any of the bones have been damaged. The frame itself has rusted a little bit and then started to flake, so I think what the concern is that the frame itself, at some point, if it was left untouched, could fail and crack. And if that happens, you would have, if the frame fell, you would take all of the bones with it.
It's beautiful visually to have it in the lobby, and I think the public really enjoyed having it there, as did I. But my concerns were it lasting over time, and the problems that started to exhibit themselves really made it, it wasn't a difficult decision to move it in.
Today was a big day for the project, in that this was the day that we opened up the exhibit case.
We're moving the Cohoes Mastodon from here in the lobby. The bones will be taken upstairs to the scientific collections and conserved.
The first thing to do today was my exhibit staff loosened the plexi and took it off to open up the space so that the research and collections people could work on this and get access to it.
So we're just trying to preserve this animal that has this beautiful artifact, which is really the icon of the New York State Museum, so that it continues to last.
In a way, it's been here temporarily, and it's going to move to a more permanent location and a more pivotal part of the story, I think.
We're just labeling them so that when they come off, they've got numbers on them, but this helps. R5. The Mastodon was carbon dated to having died at 11,070 years ago, plus or minus 60 years. So they were around in this area quite a bit.
Okay. Okay, good. Alright. We're free and we're clear. Beautiful.
They had to decide how they had to get into it with a forklift to, rig the skull, especially to get that off safely, because it's rather heavy, but it has to be handled extremely precisely to get it up and off the mount so that it wouldn't be damaged.
That's good. Very nice. Very gentle.
Months and months of planning. This is, I think, the third or fourth year of planning has gone into this particular specimen.
Okay. You can get off now.
The actual bones and the replications of the bones are all held in place with fairly elaborate forged metal mounts that were made about 10 years ago.
That piece comes off and then
Slides down.
we're free.
Oh, that's heavier. It's considered a clutch mount, where you have a clutched area and the bone just fits right in it, rather than going right through.
All individually made and individually fitted so that each bone was held in its proper place in relation to the skeleton, and then all put together so that the bones are held in space the way they would have been in the animal when it was alive.
The last vertebrae You know how they lock.
Right. We just need to be careful that we don't hurt any of the bones while we're moving it. Well, we want to keep it in as much of an original state as possible. So we need to make sure that nothing gets dropped, nothing cracks or falls off of each of these bones.
We're all set. I got both of them out, and then it was apart.
So take as much care as possible, moving it off the mount, onto the carts, back up into the scientific collections, and then once it's conserved in the scientific collections, being careful to bring it back down into the exhibit area and then remount it.
Ta-da! Yeah, there were people to bring carts down and bring the bones upstairs. The people who were taking the Mastodon apart were here, people making labels. It was really a good effort, and everybody cares so much about the artifact that there was a crowd of museum employees just happy to get involved today.
And the concern was having this completed by the end of the day so that the specimen was not sitting out in the open for various reasons. The lack of temperature and humidity control is a concern, and somebody, certainly don't want anybody to come take a souvenir. So we're done a little bit ahead of schedule today. It's worked out very well. And
that frame will be taken to Buffalo, where an exhibit specialist will remake the frame and a new base. In about 6 months, that frame and base will come back. That frame will be put into place and the bones will be remounted at that time. Once it's in its current position in April or May, it'll be a fabulous thing for people to come and look at.
And it can be out in the open, and people will actually be able to see it better and enjoy it more. And also, there'll be space for a lot of interesting related items that will be exhibited with it.